Welcome to my channel Living Linux. In this video I want to have a quick look at Armbian on the Radxa Dragon Q6A, a Snapdragon SBC. So I tested with the bleeding edge image of January 23rd, 2026, the GNOME variant. And I also saw on the forum that there is a audio fix for HDMI audio. So if you follow these instructions, then it, but at least on the Armbian image, it fixed the audio, and possibly this is also a fix for any other distribution that uses pulseaudio. And I also installed Mesa 26.0 from the Ernst Persson PPA. So you can see here Mesa 26.0. So let's see. Armbian 25.11.2 with the Linux kernel 6.18. So let's do a quick test with WebGL Aquarium. So 500 fishes is no problem at all. If we take that up to 10,000, then let's just say that's 40 frames per second. There's my mouse pointer. And 15,000 is almost 30 frames per second. Now, I wasn't able to get hardware accelerated video decoding working with Firefox. Perhaps I'm trying the wrong settings. There's one thing that I installed, the plugin Yet AV1, because the Radxa Dragon Q6A doesn't have a hardware video decoder for AV1. So as I said, looks like it's still doing software decoding on the CPU. So if we do the stats for nerds, we can see VP9. And even with 720p, we still have a lot of dropped frames. So yeah, if anyone knows the settings to get that working with the VPU, then I would love to hear that. So to round it off, then just let's try some games. So I think that's, let's just say, the age of Quake 2 as a benchmark game. Yeah, that is a bit too easy for this single board computer. And I'll show you the settings. I compiled it with the Vulkan driver. I will link to a video that I did earlier that it will explain everything if you want to build it, including with the Vulkan driver. And someone mentioned that if you set vertical sync to no or off, then it will get to, well, if it's able to get there, a higher frame speed than the refresh rate of your monitor, because, well, I don't have a 140 or 150 Hertz monitor. I only have a 60 Hertz monitor at the moment. Anyway, so as you could see, when there's not much happening in the screen, that it can get up to 300 frames per second. But yeah, even if there's still a lot of things happening on the screen, then it gets even higher than 60 frames per second. So yeah, this was a relatively easy game for the Radxa Dragon Q6A. So let's try something a bit harder. And I will also link to an earlier video where I showed how to build this. So you can see 1080p. Yeah, it's set to ultra quality. And that's it. So let's try
Is the largest corporate entity
So as soon as something is happening in the screen, then it has a hard time to reach 60 frames per second, but
Welcome to Mars. All new arrivals need to check in at reception.
I mean, when there's not that much happening, then this looks playable.
Welcome to Mars, Marine. I'm gonna need you to step on one of those red squares on the floor for a bioscan. This'll only take a second. Okay, let me get this started. You're gonna need to hold still. Moving around only makes the test take longer. Alright, bioscan looks good. You're cleared for entry. Welcome to Mars City. This facility serves as the central hub for all scientific.
Well, as a last test, I would like to start Half-Life 2 with Steam. So I already installed it with the Fex emulator, and also linked to another video that will explain how to install it. And yeah, if possible, enable OpenGL and Vulkan to run on the ARM side with Fex config. Anyway, let's start Steam. Yeah, you do see some errors, but looks like they're not fatal, so at least for me it will start Steam at some point. So as I said, Half-Life 2. So it is possible to play it, but you can see that yeah, as soon as it has to render a lot of things, then it is a hard time to keep up. So 8-9 frames per second, so yeah, that's not a good frame rate for a shooter. But I will show you the intro.
Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. Rise and shine.
So yeah, with a bit of luck you can get up to 30 frames per second, but then that's probably the moments that there's not that much happening on the screen anyway. So but yeah, I'm really happy with this Armbian image, especially now that we have a fix for HDMI audio. So yeah, possibly you can use that fix on other distributions that use pulseaudio. I wanted to test it with Fedora, but it seems Fedora is using something else for the audio system. So that's a pity. But perhaps that's when more people know about this fix that they are able to implement it in their image. So this is all for now, and I hope to see you again in my next video.